songwriters Ben Oakland and Harold Spina, with the songwriters' own show, Down Tin Van Alley. Produced with the cooperation of the members of ASCAP, the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers. Featuring tonight the singing of April Ames and special ASCAP guest, Ray Gilbert. Now here's Ben Oakland, the man who wrote I'll Take Romance for my heart and for you. And for the coffee fiends, I love coffee, I love tea, I love the devil garden, it loves me. As well as this top tune. When it's bow night in Hotchkiss Corner, to find the gang out and Irish hang out, slipping all their nickels in the jukebox and jiving madly. It ain't no hayride the way that they ride. Guys with girlies in jingle, swing them like they do at the cabaret. You should see them when they do the turkey in the floor after dancing. They always follow the Sawmill Turnpike to Pumpkin Hollow. Hollow, if you kiss a cuddle, let's go back because there's moonlight. Because it's bow night in Hotchkiss Corner. And now, here is Ben's partner, Harold Spina, who wrote, Oh, for just the chances of you, would I love you, love you, love you. And the Father's Day theme song.
That's right. It's so nice to have a man around the house.
As well as this top tune.
Land of enchantment, Santa Catalina, island of romance. I heard the music from far away. How it taunted me to take a chance in Santa Catalina, Santa Catalina, island of romance. Santa Catalina, Santa Catalina, island of romance. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we know you're in for a real treat because our guest is a wonderful guy as well as a great songwriter.
So, if you're ready for a real exciting evening and a memorable one, and you want to join us for a few hearty laughs, join us in welcoming our special ASCAP guest, Mr. Ray Gilbert.
Ray, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I know that everyone in America, sometime or other, has whistled, sung, hummed, or how many other ways are there? Songs of yours. And we'll be doing a lot of them tonight, won't we, Ben?
Well, that's for sure.
Well, tell me, how did you start? How did you get in the music business?
Well, Harold, actually, I got into the music business as a material writer. I wrote songs for Buddy Rogers, Harry Richmond, and Miss Sophie Tucker for many years, and that sort of gave me my start as a writer.
Well, before we go any farther, Ray,
Yes.
what was, of course, we asked this of all our guests, what was the very first song that you ever wrote?
The very first song, Ben?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. You will get at the piano and you'll give me a little vamp Harold, you'll help me out a little bit, if you will, and we'll do one of the first songs, all right? And let's do it very easy. Let's relax. Cherry, cherry, oh, what a shame that you can't be sweet as your name. Always flirting, having your fun. Tell me, cherry, am I the one? 'Cause if I am, I'm gonna hang around till you settle, and we'll settle down. Oh, cherry, cherry, I'll make a bet. Cherry, cherry, that you're gonna love me, yeah.
Ray, that was the first song you wrote?
Well, I think I sort of lied to you just a little bit. I wrote one before that. I wrote a little tune called Zoot Suit, and before you know it, the manufacturers were making suits and the thing and the whole time. Sit down and I'll tell you a little bit. I want a zoot suit with a real tweet, with a dress bag, with a glad glad in the latest bag, to see my Sunday gal. I want a real sleeve with a right stripe, a dress vest with a glad glad in the latest bag, to see my Sunday gal. The manufacturers made more money than I did. What else?
A blessed vest. Ray, once you started writing, I know your songs made plenty of visits to the hit parade. Now, for instance, you had a big, fat, juicy one in about 1949.
Oh, I think I know the one you're referring to, because then it was written for a very charming, wonderfully gracious gal called Hattie McDaniel.
Oh, she was wonderful.
And I'd like to do it for you. We'll do it in a nice, relaxed sort of tempo. And I won't imitate her so much, but I will try to recall in my mind how she did it in the picture.
You've got
Walt
me.
Disney's picture, Uncle Remus. Here we go. Real easy.
All righty.
Tibet, 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 Tibet. Sooner or later you're gonna be coming around. I'll bet you that I get you. You will. And sooner or later you're gonna be hanging around. And I'm gonna let you. I'll bet you. If I let you, you're gonna favor me. You're gonna knock on my door. You did it before. Well, matter of factly, I don't know exactly when. But sooner or later you're gonna be coming around. You're gonna want my loving.
Ray, you know, you perform your own song so wonderfully. I'm surprised you haven't cut out a niche for yourself on the stage.
Well, Harold, to tell you the truth, I really enjoyed creating very much. That's where my heart, that's where my soul is. I like to write something and shape it for somebody else.
You do.
Well, as a
I
matter of
totally
fact,
do.
forgive me for interrupting, Ray, but Ray Gilbert and myself wrote the acts for Van Johnson and
So the Pugson.
for Nelson Eddy
That's it.
and Tony Martin.
That's it.
So that's the
Now
best.
we got it, yeah.
And as a matter of fact, Ray, I'm particular that you're sticking to that end of the business, because when our viewers hear all the great things you've written, I know they'll agree.
Yes, for instance, Ray,
Yes.
there's a great Dixieland classic that you wrote the words to, and I think we're going to have to do it right now. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know. With Kid Ory, I know the one that I'll tell you to. You've got to help me out.
Sure.
Help me out again. Now, this is what I need.
Yeah.
I need the sound of a train. See? And you start out with like this.
Give him a chance.
Well, look again, shuffling, shuffling down. Look again, shuffling around. Everybody's waiting at the station. Well, look at the train number 709. Puffing, right along time. Well, who do you think is about to arrive? The band they call the Dixieland Five. You're gonna hear that must the way you never ever heard it play. Get ready for the big parade. Now all together, now 1 and 2. Come on and join the happy song. Feel the beat of that rambling, scrambling muskrat song. Come on, the rambling dong. See, it's arrangements, it's a whole production. The boys went to no expense for me. Well, look at shuffling, shuffling down, rambling, scrambling all over the town. Look at hustling, bustling round. Everybody's waiting at the station. Well, look at that train, the number 709. Puffing, right along time. Well, who do you think is about to arrive? The band they call the Dixieland.
Well, you know, you're painting such real pictures with this song, you know, that I'm still on the train.
Still on the
I
train, huh?
can't get off.
Good for you.
That's something. Well, Ray, I know that you write wonderful effects for most of your songs, but are all of them as visual as that little Dixieland business? Yeah.
Well, Ben, let me just say this very briefly. It's important, I think, to write visual things. I get a lot of kick out of it. And incidentally, in speaking about visual things, Mr. Arthur Godfrey some time back introduced a visual song. And once again, I'm going to need your capable assistance.
Well, we are with you,
You
Ken.
are with me?
Yeah.
You'll get at the piano.
All right.
And ladies and gentlemen, somehow or other, it's a kind of a song where you really have to sort of old vaudeville style, and I don't think I really can sing it without a straw hat. And as a matter of fact, to tell you the truth, I don't think I can really handle it very capably without a cane. See the service around here? To tell you the truth, I doubt very much if I can do this without any money. I don't get it, huh?
No.
But you need some help?
Yes, I need some help. Tim? Brother Harold, come.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah. As ready as I'll ever be.
That's my boy, that's my boy, that's my boy, Harold. Now, Ben, tell me, are you ready?
I'll be ready since 1776.
Ah, there you are. 3 songwriters, 3 comics. Yes, yes. I got my Sunday best on. I'm going strutting with my Laura Belly. She's waiting for me, and I'll be there, well, I declare, with an hour to spare. And when we're walking on and on down the boulevard, oh, golly, oh, proud, just to look at that crowd. Hey, call the cop, or the traffic will stop. So adore my Lord, bundle. Oh, gosh, oh. Now, don't blame me if I'm highfalutin. I got my horn out, and I'm a tootin' it off each button when I'm out strutting with my lower belly. I got my lower belly. She's waiting for me, and I'll be there. Well, I declare with a moment to spare. And when we're walking down the boulevard, oh, golly, I'm proud. Take a look at that crowd. Hey, up and call the cops, the traffic will stop. She's sorry, I lower belly, my bundle. Oh, gosh. So don't blame me for highfalutin it. I got my horn out, and I'm a tootin' it, lost each button, when I'm out strutting with my lower belly, with my sweet lower belly.
And back to the life of Ray Gilbert. Ray, we've covered one part of your musical story, and now we'd like to touch on another side of it. Now, for instance, your tremendous success with Latin American music.
Well, Ben, that is very simple to explain because it takes a lot of breaks. And I managed to get very lucky and called in to do another Walt Disney picture called The Three Caballeros.
Well, with the help of lovely April Ames, and with your help, Ray, of course, let's do a medley of those beautiful south of the border hits that you wrote. And April?
April,
out the first one.
You belong to my heart, now and forever, and our love had its start not long ago. We were gathering stars while a million guitars played our love song. Darling, you were the song, and you'll always belong to my heart. 'Twas a moment like this, do you remember? And your eyes stole a kiss when they met mine. Now we own all the stars, and a million guitars are still playing. Darling, you are that song, and you'll always belong to my twilight is deep in the sky, fire, someone that I long to see keeps haunting my reverie, and so the loneliness deep in my heart calls to you, calls to you. Don't know what to do, sweetheart, without you. You take a star and lead the star star will be lost when I'm without you. Without you, Quanta le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta. Quanta le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta. We gotta get going. Where we going and what are we gonna do? We're on our way somewhere, the three of us and you. Now what do we see there? Who will be there? What'll be the big surprise? The maybe senoritas with dogs and flashing eyes. We're on our way. We're on our way. Pack up your bags. Pack up your bags. And if we stay, we won't come back. We won't come back. How can we go? We haven't got a dime, but we're going, and we're gonna have a happy time. Hey, quanta le gusta, 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 quanta le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta, le gusta. Now someone said they just came back from somewhere. A friend of mine that I don't even know. He said there's lots of fun if we can get there. And if that's the case, that's the place we want to go. We gotta get going, where we going, what are we gonna do? We're on our way somewhere, the three of us and you. Now what we see there, who will be there, what'll be the big surprise? And maybe senoritas with dogs and flashing eyes. I'll take a train. I'll take a train. You take a go. You take a go. You ride the plane. You ride the plane. I'll take the go. I'll take the go. Oh, we don't care. We'll either walk or climb, but we're going, and we're gonna have a happy time. Happy time.
You see, we haven't got to finish for this number, so I'll just say, Quante le gusta.
That was just a great, great medley, yours, Ray.
Thank you very much,
You
Dan.
really have a feeling for Latin American rhythm.
Thank you
It's
very
just fantastic.
Thank you very
Ray, you must have spent a lot of time in South America.
What'd you say?
I said, did you spend a lot of time in South America?
Anybody looking?
Everybody.
Fine. That's just what I want. I have never been farther south than Glendale. I only know one Latin American word, Ben, and that's Las Vegas.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's Spanish for I'll cry tomorrow. See, there's a joke, and it's over with, and they get let
Well, Ray, we've covered our...
So you got to be a songwriter.
All right, now, we've covered your Latin American songs, your swing tunes.
Yes.
Now, how about other kind of novelties?
Well, I wrote a little novelty with Paul Nero, Ben, if you'd like to hear it, but once again, I cannot do it without the trio. The male Andrews sisters, we must work. And Harold,
Yeah.
why don't you get on the piano, and maybe you can help me out, okay?
What do you want me to do?
Harold, I'll tell you what I want you to do. Just a little tweet. Just give me a tweet.
A tweet?
Yes, a little tweet.
A tweet?
Just a little tweet.
What do you want me to do with that?
I guess I lost at the joke. Never mind. Just give me a little tweet.
All right, here we go. All right, tweet.
Pretty words are necessary, even to a hot canary. My vocabulary, not too sweet. Wouldn't it be fine and dandy if I had some love words handy? I could say you're sweet as candy in not two tweets. Take it. That was very sweet of you.
Thank you. Now, Ray, tell me.
Yes.
What do you consider your very biggest hits?
My very biggest hit, well, I've been clowning and kidding around with the anticipation of maybe entertaining your audience. I would say my biggest hit, ladies and gentlemen, is my very charming, very lovely and talented daughter, Miss Joanne Gilbert.
Oh, there's a picture of her.
And there's a picture of her now.
There.
My daughter, I'm very proud to say, since I'm a proud happy to tell you that she made a picture with Jose Ferrer called The Great Man. If you're listening, I'm getting a plug here for you. And she is with Decca, of course, doing some wonderful work. She's a very talented gal, and I could keep on repeating that all night.
And incidentally, Ray, there's another great recording artist in your family. She tells you what to do. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's the boss.
boys, if you turn the cameras out front, Ray's charming wife, Florence. And there she sits.
That's my boss.
I see we also have in the audience tonight the famous William Adrian Teenage Models of Pasadena and Westwood.
There are
Pasadena, where are they?
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh, they're pretty.
Aren't they funny?
Oh, what's the light room so bright? I could be working
He's
for
sitting there. Keep charming. Oh, they're wonderful, yeah.
All right, what do we do now?
Well, actually, now that we've met the family, Ray, there just leaves one missing part of your life, and that's the story of your great Academy Award-winning song. Ray, tell us about it.
Well, there isn't really an anecdote to tell. I remember being called in again by Mr. Disney and asked us, could you please write us a song for the Uncle Remus picture, Song of the South. And I worked with Mr. Ali Rubel, my collaborator. We went in, we sort of knocked our brains out because we had to deliver it within 2 days. We were called into the office, and Ali was sitting down at the piano, and I was up there singing my heart out, and I was moving.
Sing the song. Come on.
Sing the song?
Yeah.
Did he do that?
Go for it,
All right,
people.
we do that. Mr. Bluebird, he's on my show, and it's the truth, it's action, and everything is satisfaction. But it do now, zippity-yay, wonderful feeling, wonderful, yeah.
Thank you, Ray Gilbert, for your just wonderful performance tonight.
Yes, thank you, Ray. Next week, our special ASCAP guest will be Don Ray, a fellow who wrote such great songs as I'll Remember April, Star Eyes, Cow Cow Boogie, and zillions of other songs. So for Ben and I, until next week, good night. Good night, all.
Produced in cooperation with the members of ASCAP. This has been a Harvard production. Written by Al Burton, directed by Lou Benubi, production coordinator Red Dog.